Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Real quick, I want to share with you something that can change your hair game. It took me long to realize these things and I just want to clear them up. So before we get into it, please subscribe to this channel, like this video and share it to someone because you're gonna love what I'm going to share. Okay, for many hair content creators, I've hardly seen anyone with healthy waist length to tailbone length natural hair who says it thrived on dryness and staying in its coily state. It's either they always keep it moisturized, keep it stretched, or they do both. Many fussy naturals on this space with tailbone length hair testify that getting ahead of hair dryness is what got them to that stage. Even from my experience, I couldn't break my almost 2-year-long hair growth plateau until I started moisturizing consistently and keeping the tangles away. Guys, hear me. Many people say diet, drinking enough water and exercise will take you there. I agree too, but let's not deny the fact that there are people with poor diet and who don't drink enough fluids that are still able to grow waist length natural hair for some reason and beyond waist length even. To me, that's a clear indication that their genetics is helping them. Plus, they probably don't manipulate their hair as much because maybe they don't see any need to. But this video is for someone who needs more than genetics to grow long hair. For many of us, genetics isn't enough to get that kind of length that will go down our back. I know you know what I'm talking about. It is true that natural hair can grow well without much help or manipulation within the first few years of growing it, but after it gets to a certain length, usually collarbone or bra strap length, it starts to need extra care. So for many of us, genetics can take us to collarbone length, or if you're lucky, bra strap length, but after that, it's over. That's it. It's over. Science says we are all born with all the hair follicles we'll ever have, which is around 80,000 to 120,000 on our scalp. What that means is that your hair follicles are not going to increase or reduce. You can't naturally increase your hair density except you're going under the knife for that. What you can increase is hair thickness and hair length by reducing breakage and thinning, which will make your hair appear thicker and retain more length. So that's the logic. And how do you reduce breakage and thinning for natural curly hair? I'm talking type 4 hair. The most common solution to that is less manipulation, more moisture, and keeping the tangles away. Less manipulation means doing little with your hair. You want to stop all the frequent styling and just keep your hair in a stable style that will stop the need to restyle it too often. I'm talking about not restyling your hair for no less than 3 weeks. Moisture for natural hair means keeping it damp. We're talking liquid in small quantity. I always say that wet hair isn't moisturized hair. When I mentioned this in one of my videos about breaking hair growth plateau, it kind of erupted into an argument. Moisturizing means lubricating, more like sealing with butters, creams and all. And this is after you have wet your hair with a little bit of water, maybe soft water or Ayurveda rinses. There's a ton of Ayurveda content on this channel if you're not sure about where to start from. The point is, water hydrates, it doesn't moisturize. For tangles, you can keep the tangles away by separating the coils, either by keeping your hair strands stretched or making sure your coils are in clumps. It's just like a broom. I don't know if you've seen this kind of broom. Now, if you take one piece out, you can easily break it without effort. But when they are tied together with a belt, breaking it with your hands is nearly impossible. The same logic applies to our coils. When they are in small groups called clumps, it's harder for them to break or snap. By coils, I mean coils. So whether you're using a product, you want to make sure you are keeping those coils in clumps. Heavy products, wash and goes, and protective styles will do the job in keeping your coils stretched to stop those tangles, especially if you're maybe 3C, 4A, and 4B. But for 4C hair, Wash and goes hardly do the job. I know this from my experience, okay? We mostly see better results from protective styling. So I've pointed out the missing ingredients that are stopping us, from retaining as much length, which are less manipulation, moisture, and preventing tangles. You know the common saying, water is life to the body. Now just think of your hair as a plant in need of something, and it's not just water, it's more than water. When your hair doesn't have enough moisture, you're gonna get brittle hair with lots of split ends. This will make it difficult for your hair to grow, and even when it does, you won't even notice because you're not even retaining length in the first place. Just like the rest of our bodies, our hair needs a good amount of moisture to stay in good health. Without the ideal moisture levels, our hair can stop growing correctly, become dry, dull, and even damaged. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please drop a like, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. As always, thank you for tuning in, and if you have any thoughts to share, please drop them in the comment section. Bye.